Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. What's up, y'all? We got a little bit of a late start going here. I apologize for the late start. Unfortunately, things were a little bit out of my hands, but we're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. It's the HMG late start NXT watch along. Yeah, pal, we're here. And having some Michael Buffer issues. Might have to find a different feed. One sec, guys. My apologies. Like the buffering just keeps happening really bad. I have sincerest apologies. Hey, what's up, Todd? Good to see you, man. Hey, yo. Always a pleasure. Hope you had a good day. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, apologies. Late start tonight. Now having a little bit of technical difficulties trying to find one of the better feeds that works. All right, I think we should be good on this one. Just gotta deal with these pain in the ass pop-ups and using the laptop mouse pad / my finger. Not as effective as using an actual mouse, pal. Hey, it happens, man. I can't tell you how many times, like even during indie shows, where things happen where guys go along and you got to adjust and redo the show on the fly. But yes, late start Jones wins again, pal. Gabagool for everyone, pal. What's up, Gam? Whoop, whoop. I'll have the gabagool. The what? The gabagool. The gabagool. Yeet. Going for 6. Damn, I think I missed like the first 45 minutes. Let me go. Or the first like 30, 45 minutes. Let me go check. So I know where we're already at. All right, so we had Chelsea Green with her belt. All right, so let's see. Yeah, number one. It's got two, 1, 3. All right, so we are currently at 3 belts right now, pal. Mm. 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 Yeah, agreed. You got to have the right people in that spot. Hmm. But they could surprise us. I mean, they are owned by the biggest talent agency. Although it kind of makes you wonder, like, who are they going to get and for what purpose and what agenda to push? Yeet. Man, that steak and shake chili is so good. Keep her away, pal. Keep that shit away. Whoop whoop. Yeet. I ain't seen much of Opie. Wait, hang on. So we are at 4 belts right now. My apologies. Yeah, kind of almost like Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla. Hey, what's up, Jay? How good to see you, man. Whoop whoop. Hope your day's going well. Always a pleasure. Yeet. So I clearing out the teeth a little bit. I'm not really sure what to think about the whole Carmen Petrovich thing. It's like I like how it's unique and different, but it's like, at least attaching Ashanti to the Adonis tour, adds a little something, something, in my opinion. While the commercial break is going, we're gonna. So I forgot to put the post out in Facebook. So let's go ahead and get that going, pal. Whoop, whoop. Oh, hey, we got the Netflix NXT feed, which is always a banger. Whoop whoop. Hey, what's up, Nestle Cal? So good to see you, man. Yes, in certain select foreign markets. That is NXT because not every country or every region in the world has the CW, so they gotta negotiate with somebody who can do it in some of those areas. NXT, and there are some places where NXT does in fact air on Netflix. But how you doing, man? Hope all is well. Whoop whoop. Same with SmackDown. Like we've had like some of the feeds we've watched for the SmackDown watch longs, they've been like foreign Netflix feeds. This happened during the six-person tag team match with Tony D'Angelo, who was staying in the back. Man, I haven't seen any TNA presence tonight, which is a bummer. I'm like, okay, if the deal's for 3 years, like we should be seeing more. We still got got 50 minutes left in the show. You know what? That is a possibility, Gam. Because they had Sacrifice on Friday. I think Impact tapings on Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I can see that being a real possibility. That would make sense. Yeet. All smiles. Of course, she has a championship opportunity to try to regain Yeet. Piss Break Jones in the house. Hope to see you when you get back, man. Whoop whoop. So I think we're still at 4 belts, I want to say. So yeah, we got a foreign Netflix feed of NXT where at least in that market, the WWE has signed like a deal with Netflix to air NXT there, and that's what we're seeing, pal. And like Raw and SmackDown for the Netflix feeds, they got some banger bumper music, pal. Whoop whoop. Think we need to do a little smoky toky. Damn it. Hopefully you're not there too much longer. Yeah, pal. Whoop whoop. Good day, sir. Nah, no bangers tonight, unfortunately. Exactly. Good day, sir. Yeah, we definitely got some no banger Jones going on here, pal. Like those Raw and SmackDown ones are always so much better. All right, one sec. Unfortunately, I don't. Honestly, I apologize. I'm not sure who that is. If you're talking about Stephanie Vaquer, she was. She had a promo segment with Jordan Grace. You're talking about Roxanne Perez, and no. Good promo. At least I thought it was a good promo. Oh man, that's some good stuff right there, pal. Yeet.
entertainer here tonight. I mean, Rich Holland has a golden opportunity to bring Ricky Saints to her possibly. No doubt in the NXT person behind the Saints now. Offensive aggression in this match, but just got caught. Slips down the back, ducking a clothesline right back in. What's wrong with Rich? Ball for 1 second, you know. So it does about why people play because it's about championship. That's why we're kick out. Saints in this matchup now. He's trying to get back to a vertical base because Rich Holland is right on top of his opponent. Holland comes in tonight, winner of 7 of his last 10 matches, declared. And go. For another ball. You know, Saints' best offensive onslaught in this matchup came right here. Up over, Saints now trying to take Holland down. Shoulders are down in another near fall. I want to go back to the towel division. And what advice would you have? There, trick getting in mindset. Of survival as we're going to head into NXT Underground. Challenge slowly, methodically trying to take apart Ricky Saints here tonight. And Saints right back in.
All right, once they turn the fan off, be right back. Whoop.
All about the Ricky Saints is Rich Holland. Holland, whose power certainly being a difference maker in this match. But I hear what you're saying, but I think what you're also trying to say is Rich Holland is envious of Saints. I mean, he doesn't get that. Yeah, he would be. Ricky Saints was a free agent for about 10 minutes before he got signed. He has put in, he should kind of tip the cap, so to speak, to Ricky Saints. His Saints goes up over. Oh, did you see his lower back just smack? That was on purpose. Off the steel. That was on purpose right there. Only time it was on purpose. Well, Saints able to get back into this matchup.
All right, time for some of these chicken tendies, pal. We lost the audio. The other one's back. We got it back.
And you know, you talk about all that embracing, you talk about the fans, you talk about all the other brands Rich Allen has been on. Saints has to be aware of that. Ricky Saints has to be aware of the dangers of entering this match against a man like Rich Allen.
Right there, Ricky Saints, it's what we call the flavor of the month. We've seen guys like this. You know, we want each other a friendship, the fans, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out tonight. We sit there, but I'm wrong. And my name who's the man? Oh,
another backbreaker, another cover, another count, and another near fall. And Rich Allen has focused on that lower back of Saints. It started on the outside, and where the steel met the wood. It's happened with a few backbreakers, and he has continued to punish Saints throughout this match.
yes, man. You know that song? What is that?
Under pressure. Hey, what's up, Gruss? Good to see you, man. You doing well? What to do with you? Whoop whoop.
Salute. You're having a great time pledging your allegiance. You've witnessed the destruction. You've witnessed the chaos of 4 road.
To me, the biggest glaring issue with the Cena promo was no mention of The Rock and his new allegiance and Cena's new allegiance with him. It's kind of like that has got completely forgotten about. Nothing about why he sold his soul or why he joined up with him.
To make it to NXT. He's here now, but Rich Allen continuing to decimate. Saints has not been able to get on the blocks in this match. And it has been all Rich Allen. And really, as you mentioned, has been taken of the NXT universe as a full Nelson being applied right now. And maybe looking for a full Nelson bomb. Saints goes up. Oh, he is not a man who's going to cheat, but it's time to take a look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. Ricky Saints, the man who's going to come in here and he is going to earn everything.
You ain't cheat. You ain't. And I had to say this. Right now,
I know you said it was about checks and champions. That's 4 things. And
that's part of the champion.
Listed home, put a marker down. Right here, though, by Saints, who just rocked Rich Allen, and now it's Saints, who's trying to go marching in. Here tonight goes up, comes around, and gets dropped one more time. The air out of Saints' lungs, and somehow they won't kick it.
Saints is going to have to get Rich Allen shot up, shot from the senses, and I don't think he's going to even do that.
Talk about getting knocked from your senses. We're going to head to the underground. Still to cover our main event. There is Eddie Thorpe, who is mentally prepared to enter the underground once again here on NXT. But it's Saints, it is Holland going to
I know, right? Exactly. It's like, okay, John Cena, we like here's like a mahjong in a Rubik's Cube. Okay, and you got like this amount of time to get it done. Go.
tell me why the locker room doesn't accept someone like Rich Allen. He says he's an outsider.
He is. He's a no-man. He's a guy that's going out there. He's hurt a lot of people. He's done it on purpose. Of course.
Dude, that would have been way better than what we got. And then after Cena's promo, that's when R-Truth comes out to confront Cena. Cena just starts laying into him. And then hit Cody's music. Cena bails. And then you have Cody checking on, R-Truth. That's how you have violence. You get heat on Cena, and you protect Cody's character because he ran out for the save. And then Cena ran away like a chicken shit.
Also, Rich Holland can't afford to lose. Both teetering, but Kevin's position, so to speak. Goes right around. Little trap hop. This is that moment now. Miscue by Rich. Right back up. Oh, Saints. Looking to get a little extra. Up, back in. Saints looking around, hoist. Dropping Holland. Saints.
Yeah, schedules is kind of a bad thing. I mean, that would work. We could get there.
Of his road shampoo. But indeed, here tonight, Saints answer the call. The toe-to-toe with Rich Holland. Prove what he's made of. Prove what he's got at the team. And we are witnessing the revolution there in NXT. And for that man, the stock continues to rise. It continues to soar for Ricky Saints. WWE World is coming to Las Vegas April 17th through the 21st. Paid autographs and photo ops. Cole, Steve Austin was just announced. Prince 19th and 20th. Tickets are on sale now.
Okay, that's kind of a. So Austin will be part of WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas. Again, this is not advice. I'm not an advisor. I have no professional degree. I am simply a person giving my opinion. If there are any betting sites that have odds on Stone Cold getting involved at WrestleMania or in the WrestleMania main event with Cody and Cena, if anybody has any betting lines on that are pretty good ones, in my personal opinion, in fact, I might actually do this myself. Again, this is not actual advice. I'm not an advisor. I'm just simply stating my thoughts and my personal opinion. I might put a little bit of money on that. All I'm personally saying is okay, they're now publicly saying Stone Cold is part of the WrestleMania weekend event and doing meet and greets. Will be there the 19th and 20th. Well, night one is the 20th, or night one of WrestleMania. So obviously, like based on that fact and information, the odds of Stone Cold getting involved in WrestleMania suddenly increase. I mean, is that not a logical conclusion to reach? That would actually be that might be some good social media promotional content you could do with that. Like maybe you shoot a thing where you have a mascot dressed up like Austin's beer with Austin in his corner, a mascot dressed up like Hogan's beer in his corner, and they do like a shitty wrestling match or fight because they're dressed up like mascots. How good of a match are they going to have?
Curious your thoughts. WrestleMania's the show gets done. It's still kind of early.
Yeah, you could do something like that, definitely. A lot of things you can do. Well, the only name we know for sure at the WrestleMania roast is Tony Hinchcliffe, aka Kill Tony.
Sunday, April the 20th at 10 p.m. Pacific as part of WrestleMania weekend with the international renowned comedian and behind will bring together top comics and entertainers.
Do you remember that one indie show where Gangrel was in a battle royal, and then he gets eliminated? Or after he gets eliminated in the battle royal, he pulls out a cell phone and calls somebody, and all of a sudden, a dude. No, let me go back. Let me rewind. So there's a dude in the battle royal dressed like Jeffrey the Giraffe of Toys R Us, and he eliminates Gangrel from the battle royal. So Gangrel pulls out a cell phone and calls somebody. And then out from the entranceway comes a dude, about 5 seconds later, a dude from the entranceway comes out dressed like an Amazon driver carrying a package, who then hits Jerry the Giraffe or Jeffrey Giraffe with it and eliminates him.
Look, the four of us aren't built to sit on the sidelines. What you see here? 4 game changers.
They took their mask off, pal.
We saw the landscape of NXT, and that work for us. We're restructuring, remodeling, reshaping it the way that we want. When God State strike, ain't nobody safe. And the chaos is finna continue. And we made our statement that Do we make our statement tonight? Do we? I feel like we really. I feel like they don't get it yet. So do it.
Oh, baby. What are you doing, wild dog? You gotta.
Much as you know, it is stand and deliver season. So
Oh, yeah, mascot. Dude, that'd be fun to watch.
and I
What we did to the D'Angelo family.
Saints, you have. I'll give it to you. Your charisma and star power are some of the best in the world. But it just doesn't seem you measure up.
You shouldn't be laughing, and you need to get your eyes checked, sweetheart. One thing about Ricky Saints is that I always measure up in the right places.
You got no catchphrase for that one?
I'll give Ricky Starks his props. Like character performance wise, he felt like so much more relaxed and at ease and felt who he was in that. His performance was good. I liked it. Yeet, yeet. Dude, it's so weird, like seeing like it's NXT on Netflix. Dude, Steak and Shake makes such a good hot dog, pal. Whoop whoop. 1 second, I'll get some more sodas. Be right back. Yeet yeet whoop whoop.
Drink ready to enter this environment. Remember when he did the KO a new attitude. Williams. In this match, this fight, unlike anything we're used to. Here's the rules.
Dude, that's some bullshit, Gam. That's some straight up bullshit. That's why it's so important to own physical copies. In fact, that's why I'm so glad. Let me pull it out real quick. I know I did it before at some point. No, it wasn't this season. Hmm. 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 Yeah, and of course, match with the buffer, pal. Season 14 of South Park, which contains episodes 200 and 201. One episode you're pulling teeth to try to find. But I got the physical copy. Right, yeah. Yeah, some shucky ducky quack quack right there, pal. Whoop whoop. And I also have the physical copies of season 5 of South Park, which also has the Super Best Friends episode, which has the Prophet Muhammad on animated as well. I'm sorry, I should have said the Prophet Muhammad. Yeet, yeet indeed, pal. You guys remember the Cartoon Wars 2-parter where like the whole Muhammad controversy kind of stemmed from in South Park? Dude, I'll never forget. I saw Cartoon Wars Part 1 and then ended with a to be continued. And I thought, oh nice, that's a 2-parter. Good shit. This will be interesting. And funny and entertaining. And then next week I watched, part 2, or the next time it airs, I watched part 2. And then like the opening, credits are rolling. And they do the recap of the previous or the first part. I'm thinking to myself, dude, how funny would it be if they did a callback to the first time they did a 2-parter with who's Cartman's mom, and they did the whole the conclusion of this episode will not be seen tonight for a Terrence and Phillip episode, and then they did exactly that, and I'm like, bravo, gentlemen, bravo. And then they had a minute segment with Terrence and Phillip trying to solve a murder mystery at a farm, and then the whole thing ends up segueing into going back to the boys in the main story. Yeah, I know, right? In the second part of Cartoon Wars, they added Bart Simpson to it. Man, it was very clearly Bart Simpson, but they didn't, say who he was. Kind of like when Kevin Nash showed up on Nitro, or Scott Hall. I gotta believe once, after WrestleMania season and they do the draft, Trick Williams was coming to the main roster. I mean, there's literally nothing left for him to do in NXT. He's done it all. He's gone as far as he can there. He needs to go to the main roster. Dude, how about I could see Cartman and Judge Doom striking up a deal, forming a partnership, for the dip. All right, so I think that's 6 belts, pal. No, wait, 5.
Force said they were not safe. That's Javon Evans. Evans. And over the track, the fight zone. Javon's jumping in. All hell's breaking loose. This is pandemonium. Look around though. Those four rope men, they're making their way closer and closer to ringside.
This is again. This is how my weird ass mind works. What I'm noticing is that like the four members of like this heel renegade faction, they created all this chaos without lifting a finger. Like they didn't have to get violent, they didn't have to get involved, they didn't have to get physical. All they did was just have their music hit while standing in the ring. And all of a sudden everybody started going apeshit and attacking each other. And they're just like, yep, that's exactly what we were going for. All right, should say their body language is selling like, dude, y'all just fell for it. Dark State? All right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that for now, pal. But yeah, that like this like to me, it felt like a complete setup by Dark State to where they just hit their music, show up in the crowd, and then all of a sudden everybody starts freaking out and attacking each other. And they watch the chaos that like their appearance and music caused. And they're like, all right, we got what we needed done. Yep, Dark State. They just said it on commentary. I would sing Burns. All right, guys, that was fun. Thank you so much for stopping in, hanging out, chatting with us. Always a pleasure to get chill with you, watch some goofy ass wrestling and chat and have a good time. Whoop. See what's our schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow we got Wednesday Locker Room, and then of course AEW Dynamite watch along. And as soon as that's over, we're gonna be live on twitch.tv/LG Brandon. Whoop whoop. Thursday we got Impact watch along. And then Friday Locker Room, SmackDown watch along. Saturday, Smack Attack. And then I think you know what we'll do? Saturday we'll do HMG After Dark. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And then Sunday, of course, we got The Wreckage. And then we'll be doing another HMG After Dark Sunday night. Going back over, finishing off season 4 of Trailer Park Boys. And then maybe a couple episodes of season 5. But yeah, man, but for that, we're going to be done for the rest of the night. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Always appreciate getting to hang and chill with you. It's a pleasure and a privilege. Appreciate y'all's company. It's seriously, I love y'all. Take care. Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet.